Hi everybody, this is my third try on today's vlog. My computer shut down twice on me. This is day 63 of the vlog, part 6, Fear, and the title is My Heart Shall Not Fear, from Psalm 27, 1 through 3, verse 4 and verse 8. So, when I look at Bible verses that I like on fear, Psalm 27 is one of my favorites. Verse 1 says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Verse 2, "When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell." Verse 3, "Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise up against me, in this will I be confident." So 3 times, verse 2, David says, or in verse 1, David says twice, "I will not fear, I will not, of whom shall I be afraid?" And then in verse 3, "My heart shall not fear," so he uses fear and afraid 3 times. And then he says, "I will be confident" once. There's a lot of confidence here. He's not talking himself into this. He is stating a fact. Because the Lord is his light, his salvation, his strength, he's not going to have any fear. So we look at the Lord, the one that keeps him from being afraid. That's Jehovah, the I Am, the one who made a covenant with David to take care of him forever. God keeps his covenants. He's also the light, the one that shows him the right way to look at things, at the enemies, at the things that cause fear. When you have the right viewpoint, there's no fear. And then he looks at the Lord himself. How could I possibly be afraid when I look over here on my right hand and here's God, for how immensely huge he is, and over here is my enemy, my cause of fear, and it's nothing. To get rid of fear, get your eyes on Jesus Christ, on the Lord, the I Am. Verse number 2, "The Lord is my strength, the strength of my life." So many times we think we have to be strong, or strong enough to deal with the enemies, or strong enough to deal with the emotions. No, you don't. You do not have to be strong to to get rid of fear. You just have to know the Lord is your strength, because he's strong enough for you. So why should you be afraid of anyone? Verse 3, "No matter how large the number of enemies," the host, it says, "my heart shall not fear." Heart is emotions. Sometimes you look at the size of the obstacle, the problem, and you just lose. You go weak in the knees. Your emotions, you think you're gonna shout. You go, "Oh, I'm gonna die." And David's doing the opposite. He goes, "I've got peace." Well, his heart is full of peace. Then war itself cannot shake him. "In this will I be confident." And that this is a reference directly to the light, the salvation, the strength that God is, Jehovah is for him. Now, before we wrap this up, this confidence frees David from fear. It frees him to focus on his one desire, the one thing he wants, and that's to be with the Lord, to see the Lord, to talk to the Lord. Verse 4, "One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord," where he is, live with him, "all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord." I love that. "And to inquire in his temple." Inquire means talk with, have a conversation. This is important. Fear keeps us from dwelling. Dwelling is to stay put. We run when we're afraid. Fear keeps us from looking at Jesus. We look at the object of fear. We can't see how beautiful Jesus is when we are afraid. It keeps you from hearing God's voice. The fear shouts louder than God when you focus on the fear. That is why David says in verse 8, when thou, Lord, sayest to me, or spoke to me, said to me, seek ye my face, my heart, the one that won't be afraid, back in verse 3, my heart said unto the Lord, thy face will I seek. David is freed to seek the Lord when he's not afraid. Are you confident, like David, with David, that the Lord is your light, your salvation, and your strength? Sometimes I am. I love this psalm.